boiling the inside of your lungs. Not a good idea, I said. And then the batteries ran out. What does that leave? Ultraviolet light. Anybody ever had a really, really bad sunburn where your skin peeled off? Can you imagine that happening to the inside of your lungs? Especially the linings of those really narrow passages leading to the individual alveoli, or the alveoli themselves, where there's, I think, just 2 cells between air sac and bloodstream. How many layers of cells do you think you lost when you got sunburned? More than 2? So that would be a bloodstream and air sac with no cells left in between them. You swell up at all? Those airways are already pretty narrow. Imagine the lining of them swelling up. That could be bad. So I don't think shining ultraviolet light in the inside of your lungs is a good idea either. I would say that if anybody wants to try any of these things, if you find a fibre optic that's clear to ultraviolet light, I don't know whether you can shine ultraviolet through a fibre optic, but if you find one that will transmit it, and think it'd be a great idea to shove it into someone's lungs and shine UV light down it to try to sterilise the inside of the lungs, or to blow drain cleaner, or battery acid, or concentrated vinegar, or methyl alcohol, or vodka, or flame into someone's lungs, please test it on your own lungs first before helping children with theirs. Oh, and I also mentioned ultraviolet light, being more energetic and energetic enough to damage DNA, energetic enough to knock surplus electrons off gold leaf.
So, supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, and I think you said...
Or just very powerful light. What? Very powerful visible light? 500 watt spotlight? Gonna get somebody to go on stage and just turn all the spotlights on them and hope that helps? Maybe a microwave. And get them to stand in front of a radar. You think that's going to help? What do you think it's going to do? And, if it is ultraviolet, if it is high enough energy protons, what do you think they're going to do? Do you think they're only going to hit viral RNA and viral DNA? If somebody is already infected, then there is viral DNA inside their cells, very, very close to the DNA of their cells. If you do anything that can kill that disrupt, adequately damage that viral DNA, it's going to do the same to the lungs DNA.
That hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body,
brought the light inside the body. Just shove a lamp down someone's throat.
Either through the skin or in some other way.
That's really, really descriptive, isn't it? Either through the skin or in some other way. Like, does he mean shine a light so bright that it shines right through the skin? Or did he mean, like, fill a syringe with light, put a hypodermic needle on the end and inject light into someone's veins? Some weird World of Darkness or Buffy or some fanfic, Pure light in an injection needle. Either through the skin or in some other way. How do you get to France? Well, either by boat or in some other way. How are you going to defeat the Third Reich? Well, either by aerial combat or in some other way. How did you build this house? Well, either by bricklaying or in some other way. It's really... I was being more specific than him, because, aerial combat through the skin, in what sense? Sounds interesting.
And I think you said you're going to test that?
You notice he's not actually advocating stuff here, he just sounds as if he is. He's not saying it works, he's just saying it's interesting that he's heard that people are going to test it.
And is there a way we can do something like that?
Oh yeah, and then a disinfectant.
In a minute.
It's disinfectant that knocks out the virus, as in causes enough chemical damage to virus particles to render them incapable of causing an infection in 1 minute, according to some people who got in touch with him. about this product they would like to sell and like him to help them sell.
1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? 'Cause
Injection inside or almost a cleaning. Real specific there, dude. Like, injection where? Intravenous? Intramuscular? Intraperitoneal? Hypodermic? Or, you know, via the airways? Almost a cleaning. What does he want to do? Get in there with a scrubbing brush? You know, one of those really long, like, drain snake things with a sponge on the end and just rub it up and down inside someone's lungs? Talking about stuff that causes chemical burns.
you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number of lungs, so it'd be interesting to check that. So that
It gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number on the lungs. Is this clown seriously trying to tell medical advisors that viral respiratory infection affects the lungs? No idea what he's talking about.
you're gonna have to use medical doctors, but it sounds interesting to me. So we'll see, but the whole concept of the light, the way it kills it in 1 minute,
Yeah, that is actually a potential technology you can use under certain circumstances. You get everybody the hell out of the room, you shut the blinds, the windows, the doors and everything, then you shine an incredibly bright UV light in there and it kills everything. You see the problem with trying to use this technology for sterilizing rooms, or toilet cubicles, or surgical instruments, to try to treat an infection inside someone's lungs? Did I mention that part about how sunburn inside your lungs would be a really
I hope
bad
people
idea?
enjoy the sun.
Is he seriously
Has an
advocating
impact, that's great.
sunbathing
During this,
as a cure for a
the first
virus?
time, I mean, there's been a rumor that, you know.
What century is it? What millennium is it?
You have heat and it does have an effect on other viruses, but now we get it from one of the great laboratories of the world, I have to say. Covers a lot more territory than just this. This is probably an easy thing, relatively speaking, for you.
Sunbathing to treat an infection on the inside of the lungs.
I would like you to speak to the medical doctors to see if there's any way that you can apply light and heat to cure. You know, if you could, and maybe you can, maybe you can't. Again, I say maybe you can, maybe you can't. I'm not a doctor, but I'm like a person that has a good, you know what. Deborah, have you ever heard of that? The heat and the light relative to
The heat and the light relative to certain viruses. He doesn't even speak in English, does he? Jesus. So, what else could we search for? Oh yeah, the people who got in touch with him. MMS, cease and desist. Minerals Management Service. That wasn't what I was looking for. Oh, here we go. Alright, so it's a Google Books result, but never mind. It has been brought to my attention today that both the Canadian and Australian governments have served cease and desist orders against selling MMS, which is Miracle Mineral Solution, also known as bleach. It says right at the top there, recently sodium chlorite has been used as an oxidizing agent to convert alkyl furans to the corresponding 4-oxo-2-alkanoic acids. Does that sound like something you want to have happen inside your lungs? Those sound dangerous. This is actually a letter from some people who were selling bleach as medicine. I'm sending out this information to let everyone know we may not be able to continue to distribute this product in the near future. I would expect our government to follow suit as the new Codex law against selling nutritional supplements is bleach. Now, vitamin tablets are nutritional supplements. Right, yeah. A powder of a pure amino acid that your body can't synthesize for itself is a nutritional supplement. Calcium carbonate powder is a nutritional supplement. Technically speaking. It's also known as chalk. but under certain circumstances. It's a nutritional supplement because it's calcium. It's a nutrient. Bleach ain't a nutrient. I've attached the Health Canada. Oh yeah, look, it says right there. Miracle Mineral Supplement. It's actually led to campaigning for a distributed denial of service attack on Congress. More on the vaccination agendas. Good grief. Yeah, this is a Google search result of a book that is full of horseshit. But it contained the interesting information that, yeah, they've had cease and desist orders telling them to stop selling bleach as a thing for people to drink because it's very, very bad for you. These are the people who got in touch with Trump and asked him to help sell their product shortly before he made that speech saying, hey, maybe we should inject people with bleach. That would be interesting. Yeah, interesting. Nobody's seen Dirty Harry? Wait, Dirty Harry Magnum Force, specifically, not the original. It's a pretty good illustration of what drinking drain cleaner will do to you in Dirty Harry Magnum Force. I guess Donald Trump never saw it. So again, if you want to try to treat a suspected coronavirus infection by using drain cleaner, caustic soda, caustic potash, battery acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, glacial acetic acid, bleach, fire, boiling water, methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, propyl alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, butanol, butantol, butan 1,2, diol, butan 1,3 diol, hexane's a gas, hexanol, benzene, nitrobenzene, dinitrobenzene, trinitrobenzene, into the bloodstream or directly into the lungs, or UV light into the lungs. 1, that's on you. I'm not recommending it. 2, please try it on yourself first.